Hey, what up? This is Solo Traveler ORD, and thanks again for checking out another one of my videos. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you are here, and I appreciate the support. So I have two videos that I want to go over, want to do a review on, which is one of them is about living in the Dominican Republic, how much is required so you can retire there, as well as the second one is a man who is talking about passport bros to come to or go to Italy to go create family. You know, so those are the two videos that I'm going to touch on. So let's get started. Let's go take a look at the first video.
Here's how much you need to retire in the Dominican Republic. Average monthly expenses ranging from rent and utilities to entertainment and groceries.
So looking at this right now, already all you need is $1,500 relatively, or $1,600 you need per month to live a decent life. Well, I'm gonna bring this back a little bit so we could go over, you know, a part of the entire expense, because he went through pretty quick. So this looks pretty, it looked pretty favorable. So it goes by, from the top, it goes over full groceries. You need about $282 per month for groceries, which is actually pretty good. They say electricity is about $62, water $6.20, gas $6.20. That might have been a little bit more to me. Looking at it, I think that should be a bit more, but it's still pretty good. Cable TV about $27, internet and phone included in cable. Entertainment about $320. Rent about $741, which is pretty good. I could agree with that rent, because to live comfortably, to live pretty good and not living like you're poor, you're gonna spend about $700-800 there in Dominican Republic, because we know that inflation is pretty high out there. Next up, taxi buses. So I guess that this person will not own a car. Excuse me, I don't know, about $30. I think that might be a little bit more. That guy's just bumming it taking buses. You know, he might be using Uber or something like that. Insurance about $100. It's the monthly total, which was the $1,570.
$1,570 a month, or $18,840 a year, assuming an average annual inflation rate of 3% and an average annual return on balance of 8%, along with a life expectancy of 25 years after retirement. In order to retire an $18,840.
So think about it. This is about $20,000 you need a year to live in the Dominican Republic. There's a lot of brothers that make about $30,000, and I think that if they make $30,000 and go down there to Dominican Republic, they will be living pretty good. They'll be living a good life. So this is why a lot of brothers are saying for other dudes to go get their passport and to leave the country, go move to other countries. I can see this being a great idea, especially when you don't have any kids. You will be living a great life. So let's finish off the video.
$40 a year. You need $282,529 invested.
So that says you need roughly about $283,000 money invested. But you know, you can actually do other things that will bring in money, such as real estate. If you own real estate, depending on how many properties you have, and you can have property management, you can have a monthly income coming in, residual income every month, and you'll be able to live pretty good. So looking at that, you know, for me, I don't look at it as far as retirement. I think that we should be thinking more of what can we do now to make that move, instead of waiting 60 years of working 65, 70 years, working hard just so that we could just live in another country. So this is actually pretty good, living in DR for about that amount of money, $20,000 a year. So like I was saying before, you know, a lot of brothers, they're telling other brothers to go down there to go live, you know, be an expat, and it's well worth it. You know, you have a abundance of good food because of the fact that we know how the food here in the United States, which is processed food and not so great. It's bad for your health. So going to these other countries, your health would be a whole lot better. Also, this doesn't take into account about airline tickets for traveling around, going from different countries. Because I know that more than likely, most people that are looking to live in other countries, expats, they still enjoy traveling. They still enjoy going to other countries. So I would probably say you're probably looking at roughly about $30,000, $35,000 to live at least comfortably and be able to move around to do what you really want to do. And of course, they didn't even add anything about having a girlfriend or anything like that, any chicas, because we all know that women, they do cost money. And if you're gonna be living in a country like this, it's best to have a woman to be there to cook for you, to make sure that you're healthy and so forth. So that's what it is, especially for DR. And we know that the prices, actually the inflation has been going up. So for me, my destination will be Colombia. Of course, since my wife is from Colombia, that's our goal, our plan, which is to move out there for good in the coming years. And basically out there is a bit cheaper compared to DR, because we know DR has a lot of tourists, which has caused the inflation to go up as far as purchasing, the purchasing power of what was going on in DR. So Colombia isn't too bad. They have received a lot of tourists in the past couple of years. I would say in the past 3 years, more than normal, but it isn't as bad as DR, as that is just one of the prime locations where a lot of United States, a lot of Americans go to go check out for vacation and so forth, because we know that they go to DR, they love to going to Cancun, Mexico, they love going to Jamaica. So there is, of course, and also I'm not gonna forget Bahamas. So these are the top destinations Americans like to go to, and of course it's expensive in those different places. So let's go take a look at the next video, which is an Italian man. He is telling passport bros, blue book gentlemen, whatever you may want to call yourself, travelers, to go to Italy so you can have a family. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Let's talk about passport bros. Let's talk about the, let's say, female culture in my country, Italy. So in Italy, the woman normally is the nucleus of the family. She's like the mafia boss. Let me explain better. Although the man, in many cases, is the facade of the family, the woman is the one that takes all the decisions of whatever is happening to the family. If she does disagree on something, the whole family has a problem. So if the man wants to change something about the family, the man has to convince the woman. And in many cases, this relationship between the man and the woman of the family is still based on respect and mutual consent on many things. So the woman knows that she's the boss, but she doesn't need to go out there and tell people that she's the girl boss of the whole world and everything. It's like the description of a true alpha. The true alpha, is an alpha, but doesn't go around saying that he or she is the alpha. This is why the mafia was built in Italy, in Russia, and many places with a similar culture. So again, we know that the woman in Italy is the boss of the family, and we know that the relationship is based on respect. Dear American boys, if you're truly serious about having a relationship, take a passport and come to Italy. As an Italian living in America, I understand, I really understand. Come to Europe or go to South America, where the culture is also very similar to what I just described. When I see articles saying that the American woman, 60% of them will be single and childless in their 30s and 40s in this generation, it does not surprise me. Love here is very transactional. You give me this, I give you this. The concept of building something together.
That's interesting. So basically, he is in the United States and he sees how bad it is in the United States. He's telling brothers, go. And it doesn't matter, brothers or Americans, whatever. So go to his country, go find wives. He's basically saying this culture is very transactional. This culture is not worth it. And the thing about it is that a lot of the women in the States would say, you go to these other countries for pros or prostitution, whatever, but these relationships here is basically transactional, as if like you're dealing with prostitutes. So that's the thing which boggles my mind, the fact that a lot of women would keep saying that these are the ones that are making the videos and talking crap about brothers going to different countries, to go find wives, when a lot of this stuff goes on here.
Together here doesn't really exist. It's very individualistic. So if you want to find a life partner, I don't think it's very easy to find it in America. Of course, you don't generalize, but I believe there is a majority of people here. So, passport bros, I understand. See you in Italy.
So you guys see that. So I mean, it's a good thing at least he actually understands the dynamics of what a lot of Americans are dealing with, a lot of American males are dealing with in the States. And he's telling them, go to Italy, go find that wife that you're looking for, because a lot of men are looking for wives. They're not looking for these hookups or women that are just that one night type of thing. I mean, that's nice for when you're trying to see a jump off, whatever, but for long term you're looking for a wife, and there isn't a lot that is out there that are wife materials, from dealing with women that might have a child, or a woman that might be a bit overweight, women that may have attitude. So all of that stuff really matters, because a lot of men, as I've stated in the past, we want peace, and we do not want to be coming home fighting with a woman, you know, who is trying to fight against the man of the house. So no one wants that. So nonetheless, like I said, what he said, go to Italy, go check it out, go see what's up. You know, there's so many countries you could go to besides Italy. You know, go to East Europe. I mean, there is a lot of great countries to find some good women. You know, I mean, even South Africa, or just go to Africa. Of course, South America. He even said South America. You know, that's where I found my wife, out there. And there is a lot of women that are looking for, you know, for men, for husbands. You know, and especially in Asia, we all know about Asia. So you'll have a lot of options, and I think it all depends on your situation, such as your job, such as how much time you're able to take off, how much money you make, and all of that stuff matters. So, and of course, I made a video on that, about, you know, what you need to be able to travel to go find another relationship outside of the United States. So you guys can check out that video. I already created that video a long time ago, so go check it out. So, but this is your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Thanks again for checking out the video. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.